Hello.
Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
I'm
This
with
is
the
Forrest
boys
Nash.
tonight.
Listen, the Whistling Man's pack. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Today?
it's today. What happened today?
Today.
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck...
Jesus! It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Oh, that's...
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Was that...
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest! The whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out.
Good.
Town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though. Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great.
Cool.
Forrest, man. I can't thank you enough, but... Damn. I gotta go.
Wait,
Makes sense.
Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get
Is
us
it?
into some music while I deal with this.
Doesn't look like it is. Sure.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
Hello? Can I not intro songs?
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop
point.
the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Yep. Don't wait. Why would you wave bye to me? Oh, I don't like this for me. Why do I have to go down there? Why me? Why me? Hello? And I really hope that elevator lift thing closed. Hello? Janitor room? Oh, it's the other janitor room. That's the kitchen. That's the basement stairs. Okay. But we still have these offices that we can't
Locked doors, so
get
few
into yet.
keys.
We have 3 rooms we can't get into yet. Then there's also one outside. There's a door outside with a chain on it that I can't get into either yet. And that room that I can't get into. Clive? Clive, you're not down here, are you? Clive? Oh God, I don't like this. Now what? Ooh, another key. Basement
this always here?
storage.
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
I don't wanna do this. So this has to be basement storage, correct? Look at that. Look at that. More trash bag. Oh Jesus,
Give
stop.
me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Okay. Will do. More to do in here first. Need a battery? I got a record.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
I don't
Looks
know.
like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
I don't have a thing to play it on, though. Do I? Can I play this down here? Can you go in here? Will you go in there? Do I have to go back upstairs? Plug it in? Peggy? Peggy, you're still there, right? Everything's gonna be fine, right? What if I just hit play on this? Okay, no, this is definitely like a tape deck. But I don't know where the tape goes. Eject. That's why. Those tapes are top loaded. I've used a tape machine before.
1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Yeah, about that. I don't like this at all. Can I just not open stuff because I'm holding that? What is this? System overview, keypad input, battery hatch. Oh. I just need to find pin pad or something? I don't feel safe being down here. I really don't. Where's all of this, though?
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Okay, so those I can just play. Let me play this one.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death. Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face. Typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet. As though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Well, I don't like any of this. Really not a fan at all. Being in such a dark basement, this would be perfect time to pull out a flashlight there, Forrest. Why does this go all the way back here? Oh, there's more.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recording? If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder.
A new vinyl for my collection.
Someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent. But I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say. But my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Oh man. Right, and then yeah, we have this. What is this? What is this thing? Am I supposed to play these in a specific way? It's also newspaper by that? Oh, this.
Now this has to be important.
Or maybe this booklet isn't important at all? Well, it felt like it was important. It felt like, hey.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
I already listened to that one, didn't I? Am I supposed to listen to those in a specific order, do you think? Because that would lead me to the first one. That would lead me to the first one. The first one has this picture by it. Oh, there's also a note here. Okay, okay. Put that down, thank you. Alright, so there should be...
This looks useful.
Jeff J. Matthews. At 4 a.m., a call was received from a jogger that Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that the body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd, 1968. This was, I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. The deceased, George Barrow, whatever. The deceased is Caucasian male. Virginia Sullivan. Who's Virginia Sullivan? Okay. But then, okay, so then we go here. And then just a record? Or just a tape player? And that was the one tucked back here. And then that is the one with the fan, which was back over here. Yeah, we played that. But I don't see no picture here, unless I moved it, because that is very likely that I did that. Might have grabbed the picture and came back here. Oh yeah, because then that points me to, not that one. It pointed me to this, and that there was a document in there. And then that one pointed me to this, but there's no document at all here. Right. Do I just go back up now? Do I need to bring these things I found up? Or do I just go back to whatever other room to intercom Peggy? I think that. Peggy?
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got
That's a
it
good question.
when the police collected his body? I guess someone else must have moved him, after he was dead, to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive. Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Yes. 3 a.m. So, when I was looking at the
Thank
map...
God you're back, Forrest.
Yeah.
I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed.
Mhm.
I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
Yeah, so what I was gonna say was, so the reservoir is down here, right? Can I stick this somewhere else that's not on this board? I guess not. So yeah, like right here it says to reservoir. So what I'm thinking is there's these yellow lines, so these must be a trail of some sort, right? So it goes from Gallows Waste Disposal is probably where it actually happened, all the way over to the reservoir. Usually these maps have like a key on them to like indicate like what the lines mean. But I'm assuming that's a train station, because the train, it goes straight to the train station. So, yeah. It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the
I need to go back down
plan
and
now?
grab that tape.
I think-
No, I listened to that tape.
We should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Yes. And it's a shame we
When you're
lost
ready, shut the music off.
the sheriff.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
No, it's Forrest. Cheat. Okay, chill. Chill.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
What up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Good.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Makes sense. Yeah. No, don't be
be
sorry.
sorry. You've been through a lot.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Live.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We have evidence.
We found evidence to the contrary.
But
It's true.
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
how? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand, she needed me.
We understand.
Thank you,
okay.
Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Oh boy.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
That's a
Well,
really good
we
question.
know Sandra was involved in George's death.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to call her?
I do.
Yes. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
but before we go asking questions,
Mhm.
I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Oh boy.
Aha! Forrest,
This
you're through.
seems like it's going to be
This is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio.
very.
Who's this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash
Important.
of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. we had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Okay. Why were you
Do you
targeted?
know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd chase after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Have you had to keep quiet about anything? Any secrets you've had to keep?
What would I have to keep quiet about?
I don't know. I mean, could be that you've seen something or heard something.
I never saw anything. And even if I did, what would that matter? And it was years ago.
You okay?
Sandra, are you okay?
It was years ago.
We know.
We know, Sandra.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Who was
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better.
Good.
You truly did great, Forrest.
Well,
It's a river.
folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing.
Just
We've
found
got a call waiting just a second.
in the river. Is that what the blue is here? In the river? And there's woods there. So was it Whistling Point that he was found?
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Now?
You
Really?
want to do that now? Really?
Why? Of course now. It's his birthday. I won't have a chance to do it again until next year.
Yes,
May
boy.
as well, Forrest.
Yeah, yes, boy.
Fine. What's his name?
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name.
Peter Roney.
But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy
Pepperoni.
birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my God, damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Putney's Pizza.
Turn it off, Peggy. Turn it off.
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us! Damn it, Peggy, this is your fault.
My fault?
I said I didn't want to do it.
Don't blame me because Brian Ponte can't control himself.
Ah.
Don't worry. We've already got another caller on the line.
Oh,
Just
good.
pick it up, okay?
Yeah.
This is 189.16 The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponte.
Ponte's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Connie needs to chill out, man.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No. I saw the Whistling Man down in the alleyway, and Pawnee keeps calling about
Forrest?
Pawnee's Pizza.
I hope the Whistling Man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
No, don't
Jesus, Forrest.
say that.
Sorry, that was too much.
It was too
It's
much.
okay.
It was a lot
It's
of too
been a
much.
high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. we've got another call. Whenever you're ready.
I swear, if it is Ponty again, man, I'm going to lose it.